Before I was in franchises, I'd still be playing MUT right now. Like, religiously. Yeah. You can't, it's rough. I've done it just with my buddies and shit, and I'm like, man.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz
Just
Field
with, like,
in Pittsburgh,
the local
PA.
guys.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence
Yeah.
a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you
Like,
name it. This crowd
if you
is
guys
ready
wanted to do
as their
something where,
guys
like,
get
we got,
set
like,
to
8
match
people or
up
10 people,
between the Baltimore
or
Ravens
even just, like, 3 of
and the
us, and just wanted to do a
Pittsburgh
QB league or
Steelers.
something, I'd be down for
We've
that.
got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25.
Now you got that PS5 cheese.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ugh, shit. Yeah, I really thought we were playing an RML. I was hype. Get to use Lamar on you instead of the opposite.
Throwing on first down. McDonald. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Oh.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down.
Right.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively,
Fuck, I think I'm out of the
you gotta continue
playoffs.
to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Pretty sure.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because
Oh, he's gonna
they're
win.
taking
Nobody
their
can
attention to
stop
the
that dude.
blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
There's a few people in the league that have been able to stop his cheese. I'll find
An
him.
early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Yeah, once you shut down what he does the same shit, bro. It's all YouTube.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
Oh,
And
Borgie.
it's gonna be incomplete. The coverage
How does he
too
drop
good
that
there.
with his
Got to
fucking
drop the
90-something
ball through,
catching?
and it's 4th down. So
Nine-
the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective
Yeah.
on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate.
Next year, the passing game will be better, I believe.
10 at their own 40-yard line.
Honestly, if everybody wanted to get back together and play last Madden, I'd be down.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll throw right away.
Oh, Andy, I thought you were hitting that screen. I was taking that to the house. Oh my God, I don't think I.
Coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Yeah.
And they get to him
Yep.
after a gain
He
of
was
6 to the
wide.
46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard
And a
line.
lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned
Yeah.
it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson able to find Isabella. And he will have a Ravens first down as they get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards. And a Raven first down.
Yeah.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down.
TJ, he just got a boost to his speed last time we played.
And a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
If he didn't get that speed boost, I doubt he makes that.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here.
It's insane.
Get a little worried.
Who was that? Who you passed it to?
Because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense.
Your running back's fast as fuck.
And at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to St. Patty's Day party.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good game.
Who are you sending pictures to?
Sets him up first and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, shit.
Here we go now on first and goal. From the gun, it's McDonald.
What the fuck? I shouldn't have high-passed it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
6'8", I figured he's pretty hard to overthrow. I was wrong.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll try to run the option here. He pitches it.
Oh, shit.
And a nice move.
Damn.
To yield nothing as he stopped behind the line.
I ran that play twice against Sarv, and he was pissed.
In the 4th quarter, you go
touchdown each time.
Take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it,
bro,
you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it.
Well, whenever I played Sarv, I did it. My dude was like getting tackled, like was spinning around, and whenever he came like spun towards Borgie, he like right in the middle of the tackle.
Just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raven offense set
it was nuts. I was hyped.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Really did.
I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they'll run the option to the short side.
Oh, shit.
Out of bounds there. He'll pick up
I'm lagging the slightest bit.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it.
It's taking me a minute to get my adjustments. I'm like, motherfucker.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I just had that thing pop up on my screen.
From the gun,
No, it's not getting better at all.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Oh, shit.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Nice read.
He's got his man on the crossing route.
I was going to follow him, but I saw that guy, the other guy, stop short.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Ooh.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jackson on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look down before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he tried to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially his 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Huh?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Off the bootleg. McDonald, they'll roll him out right. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
10 yards.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
4-yard line.
A good down to possibly take
you guys
a shot.
got
In fact,
Mike
they'll come
Hilton
up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's McDonald.
Oh, wow.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I
Yeah.
think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to
Who,
think
BJ
to yourself,
Finney?
all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that.
to say, I think we have BJ Finney
Sorry,
for
you
a
had to
little
make the
bit.
run for nothing, fellas.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Shit, I'm not sure.
Operating from the gun, McDonald got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
1st and 10.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see him
Mike Hilton's
run
nice,
for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught.
A woozy. Oh, okay.
A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win.
I did think about going for 2 there.
But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Do you know if you intercept the ball, whatever, it's a 2-point, it doesn't count as an interception?
1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set
Yeah.
the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
He has no stamina.
Something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner. For the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
I didn't even... What just happened there?
Get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes.
No, who did you run the ball with? That was not Lamar, was it?
That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back.
I didn't even notice you were in the Wildcat. Oh, dear God.
Long day for you.
Now Kelly. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second.
I can't wait for the new one.
Up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season.
See, shit like that's just not realistic.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens set.
How's the user input on the PS5?
As we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella.
Is it? Really?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
At the 23-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson.
Ooh.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Baltimore.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And Jackson throwing once more. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jackson.
Ooh, shit.
In by
You just
Duvernay.
threaded that
And
needle.
he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing is McDonald. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Wile now, standing just outside his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Kelly. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
To number 14.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll pitch it to Kelly. And he takes his
I had that red. I thought he was going to pick the ball off.
They get 14 on that.
That was a good play.
Good for a Baltimore first down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
And that'll be incomplete.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
That was my guy. The guy Bush was supposed to pick up. I was like, shit.
It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Justin Tucker.
And he wasn't blocking
I saw that.
It there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays.
I agree. I like using my fullback, especially if they have speed.
Those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort
Not
to
at
bring
all.
this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Shit.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big pickup of 38. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It's a pickup.
A gain of 6 there on first.
And 4 at the Ravens.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
From the gun, McDonald, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
31, Ravens 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Again, this is Kelly, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here's Jackson.
Oh,
Setting
yeah.
up the screen to Kelly.
Not expecting that.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
40-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McDonald is going to find his running back. It's complete. Into the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is Kelly. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Yeah.
3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
We
got a plane to catch.
In on the stop,
good game, bro.
Tarvarius Moore. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Madden's just...
So
I can't wait for the new one.
For the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when you break thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case.
I go look at his apartment tomorrow.
Open. You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there
yeah, I'm pretty hype about it. We're going to do that right before I go to work.
Because they're like, let's enjoy watching.
Oh. Yeah, we've been looking. It's a small apartment, so we're not sure yet. Depending on the size, we're going to take it. It depends if they let our dog or not. Because our dog's... It's kind of the same way here, really. But it's not even, everything's so fucking expensive around here. But, the guy who owns it, his son is in one of my, fantasy football leagues. And so it's like a house and an apartment attached to it. The dude that is, living in the house is one of my best friends. It's where, he's having that party there tomorrow. So, anytime I'm ever drinking or anything and post a picture, that's where I'm at. So, alright, bro. I'm debating on what to do now. Take a shower and go to bed, or take a shower in the morning. Fuck. Alright, man, later. I love you, baby.